A very good morning, class. We are in chapter number 7, latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes and longitudes. As we discussed in the live class, that Earth is the only planet on which survival of life is possible. Earth is the only planet on which the survival of the life or the human beings or the living beings is possible. We talk about the shape of the Earth. Early on it was believed that it is flat in nature, and that is why the sailors or the astronauts did not survive here, did not live here. But later on with the studies, with the research, it was found that it is spherical. It is spherical in nature. If we talk about the directions, the 4 directions, the major direction that we follow, that is north, south, east, west. North, south, east, west. This area is called northeast. This area is called southeast. This area, if you see, you find it southwest, and this area is called northwest. That is the division of a place, how a place is divided into different zones. Okay. Now, if you talk about the surface of the Earth, how does the surface of the Earth look like? Don't go on my diagram. Okay, it's not a correct one. Okay, but whatever my art permitted me, whatever my sketching permitted me, that I have drawn. So you can draw much better than what I have drawn. Okay. So this is the flat surface of the Earth, and there is a line that divides the whole area into 2 halves. That line is called as equator. The line is called as equator. Equator is the point or the place which divides the area into 2 halves. Okay. The upper half is called northern hemisphere. The lower half is called southern hemisphere. Because north is at the top and south is at the bottom. The degree at the equator level is 0 degree. Means everything becomes null when you reach to equator. And the grid lines, the lines that the parallel lines that goes on decreasing when you move up, and again goes on decreasing when you go down. Okay, there is an equidistance between each parallel line. None of the parallel lines touch each other. It does not touch the equator even. But the concept is the way away from it you go, it goes on decreasing. Same way at the bottom even when you go away from it, it goes on decreasing. Now the concept is, in order to know a place, in order to locate a place, it is not mandatory, it is not necessary, and it is not advisable to go to that particular place and locate its geographical conditions. For example, if you wish to know the geographical territories or the boundaries of Delhi, it is not advisable or it is not safe to go and visit Delhi and then find out its geographical conditions, but rather that work can be done with the help of a globe. That work can be done with the help of a globe. The globe divides the whole Earth in the form of zones. That is with the help of grid lines, the lines of latitude and lines of longitude, and their intersection point. You can calculate at what degree a particular place falls in. At what degree a particular place falls in. That can give you a clear-cut idea about the location of a place. So it actually saves your time and helps you out in going to that particular place. For example, if you want to know about the conditions of Delhi or the geographical conditions of Delhi, okay, that can be located in the globe. When you see 28 degree north and 77 degree east, when When you calculate the calculation, you'll find that okay, somewhere in the mid of the world globe. Okay, at the world level, you find India in between, and that too in the center, you find Turkey. Okay, what is the calculation? 28 degree north and 77 degree east. -28 degree north and 77 degree east. So the whole sphere is divided into two halves. The upper half is called northern hemisphere and the lower half is called southern hemisphere. Now there are lines of latitude and lines of longitude. I told you with the help of which the point at which they intersect, we come to know the location of a place. So in the lines of latitude, we study about the tropical conditions of a place. Tropical conditions mean the weather conditions of a place. The place that is at the center or near the equator will be the hottest one, and as we go higher, the temperature changes. It becomes moderate and it becomes cold. Okay, and the slanting area wherein the sun does not fall on a direct basis but on a slanting basis, the weather conditions remains moderate. There are chances of rains over to those places. That is why when the meteorologists or when they study about the weather condition, they calculate it through lines of latitude and longitude. Okay, so lines of latitude basically helps you to know the weather conditions of a place, whereas lines of longitude helps you to determine the Greenwich Mean Time, or you can say the standard time that a country follows. Okay, if you see the timing of India, the lines of latitude and longitude intersect at Allahabad. Allahabad is the area wherein the intersection point is there, and accordingly the time frame is described and it is framed. Okay, so this is all about the lines of latitude and longitude. We'll talk about the grid lines even, what happens with grid lines. In this chapter, you will learn about the geographical territories or boundaries and how can we calculate about the different areas. So class, your homework for today will be, since today is your class test even in the evening, but apart from it, when we meet on the next working day, that is on Monday, you can learn the key terms which are mentioned at the bottom of the page. Okay, it will be easier for us to explore and explain. Thank you, class.